South Dakota finishes up the best regular season as an FCS program over the weekend with a 48-6 win at Western Illinois. They finished 9-2 on the season, 7-1 in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. All that sounds very good, I'm sure, Coach.
Yeah, great year. You know, our guys found ways to win, and it's what you have to do in this league. You have to be able to do that at home and on the road, and really proud of the effort that we had throughout the course of the regular season.
Oh, you went to that game in Macomb on Saturday knowing that there was still some things at stake in terms of your playoff future, and so you needed to get a result, and you go down there in that situation and in that environment, and it's a bit of a slow start on the offensive side of things. It just felt like a little disjointed to get things going. What was going on there?
Took the ball with the hope that we would get off to a fast start, and we didn't get a drive going. Ended up having to punt the ball, didn't convert a short yardage situation there, and then Western put together a drive with the help of a couple of penalties, and the next thing we know, we're behind 6-3, and I did think that our guys responded really well, made a couple of big plays, got some points on the board right before half, and then really dominated the game in the second half.
Yeah, you mentioned that touchdown drive for Western. They went 10 plays, 76 yards on that possession, but it felt like your defense really locked in at another level after that, allowed just 104 yards and on 41 plays the rest of the day. They were really getting after it.
Yeah, I think there was only one possession or maybe two that weren't 3 and outs from that point forward, midway through the first quarter. So defensively, we played great. Didn't allow them to run the football, put them in situations where they were third and off schedule, and scheme-wise and execution-wise, we were really good.
I know another hope that you had as you went into that game was let's try to get some of the regulars a little extended rest if we can, maybe get a chance to look at some young guys, and you were able to do that in the second half, and one that certainly stood out was L.J. Phillips. Boy, you talk about making the most of an opportunity. He certainly did. 15 carries, 93 yards, and 2 touchdowns just in the second half.
Yeah, L.J.'s a guy that we've had confidence in for the majority of the season, but with our depth at running back, just hard to get him into the game. And so we had an opportunity to get him in, and he took advantage of that opportunity. Hard runner, totally different style of running back than the other freshman, Keandre Jones. But those two really complement each other.
Yeah, both of them got into the end zone in this game, and you mentioned hard to get him on the field. It's going to be hard to keep him off the field if he keeps looking like that.
Yeah, he ran physically, saw things well, which sometimes, for the first college game, stuff goes really fast. That wasn't the case for LJ, and a guy that, we'll continue to look at opportunities to use as we head into the playoffs.
Yeah, you mentioned the playoffs. Obviously, that's up next. An exciting day here in Vermilion on Sunday. As you learned, you were the number 3 seed for that postseason tournament, and you will face the winner of the first-round matchup between Sac State and North Dakota. That game will come up on December 2nd. So what's the process like between now and that day?
Yeah, well, this week, the week off is a great thing to have if you use it right. And what we're going to try to do is correct a few things. We have a unique situation where one of the two teams that we could play, we've just played. Mm-hmm. And so there's some opportunity there for us to build a little bit of an advance game plan. As well as take a look at Sac State. But at the same time, part of what you want to do is stay sharp. And so we'll take our practices this week to do that, to stay sharp, give our guys a little bit of time over the Thanksgiving holiday, which will hopefully bring guys back here for the first of next week really fresh and ready to have a final week of preparation.